Rise and shine, beloved great grand rising. Come on in, come on in. We are here. Let me go ahead. You know the drill. I got to throw this comment up on Facebook so that we can be very interactive. Let's go ahead and just throw this comment. Happy 30th day. All right. 30th day. All right, beloved, we are here. Let's get ready to activate the success mind. Take this moment and invite your friends, your family members. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. We are here. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and activate what we call the success mind. And we're going to invite you to join us in our community. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, with that being said, go ahead and sit. Feet flat, back straight, hand on heart. Look at this. Hand on core. There you go. My camera's backwards. Hand on heart, hand on core. Take a good healing deep breath in and relax. From the crown of the head to the soles of the feet, we relax. We relax. Deep breath in. Exhale. Relax deeper, turning the focus and attention inward to the rich inner life, the kingdom within, the source of all power, strength, opportunity, solutions. We tap in to divine wisdom and insight and vision. We tap in to high 4D, divine imagination that comes from above. High 5D, divine Christ consciousness, God creativity. We tap in. And today, we want to just acknowledge that we are here. Deep breath in and exhale. All right, lovelies, we're going to continue on. Today is day number 5 of our deep dive into gratitude. And this is day number 30 of our early morning empowerment first word gathering. Tomorrow will be the 31st, which would technically conclude this first word gathering. But I think that I'm going to continue on at this 7 a.m. hour through high frequency February. Just see where we land, right? Not 100% promise, but I'm kind of getting like maybe a nudge to keep going, all right? Because I'm establishing some things for myself as well. So here we go, beloved. We're taking this deep dive into gratitude. And today we're going to continue with self-empowerment and sovereignty, part 2. So in taking this deep dive into gratitude, we want to touch on that at the top. Today, I want to bring up one of the 42 laws of Ma'at that says, I benefit with gratitude. And so that is what we are looking at, even as we're looking at the multi-dimensional body system that we have, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual light bodies that we have. We want to just acknowledge how everything is working in harmony and symphony, and it's all working for your good. And today we want to acknowledge that I benefit with gratitude. Can you put that in your notes? So even the benefit of my physical body, the way it houses my spirit and my soul, and it carries me and moves me around in this 3D realm, how the body, the mind, emotions are so faithful to carry out their duties. And we want to just take a moment just to say thank you and have gratitude that we were able to wake up, we were able to get together, we were able to come together, and we want to benefit with gratitude. So let's take a moment and just be so thankful that we're here. We were able to get up. We were able to do everything we needed to do. and we were able to make a conscious choice to tune in, we are here, beloved. We are here. So with that being said, we want to continue on with, empowerment and divine sovereignty. So when we talk about divine sovereignty, and I'm going to look at the note here, I'm going to write about this in more detail in the email that you're going to get this week, okay? Thank you. All right. So, embracing empowerment, self-empowering, we talked about yesterday, and divine sovereignty. I want to land on helping you guys to really come into your personal power. And the soul house, or the chakra system that governs your personal power, is the solar plexus. Solar, like the sun. All of this energy and power is resting, and that's right above the navel area, right? The solar plexus. Getting that to turn on, and anything that the mind give attention or bring focus to, the body will follow. I want you to put this in your notes. The body will always follow the mind. So while we are in deep gratitude for the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, causal, light bodies, we are multi-dimensional in our bodies, right? While we are multi-dimensional and the bodies are doing what it is meant to do, I want you to really become grounded in sovereignty, personal power, empowerment, sovereignty. And that takes us back again to our number one spiritual success principle. It's a rule that we live by. I take 100% responsibility for my spiritual success. I will not blame anyone or anything for what appears to be lacking in my life. Me, I'm taking full responsibility. And then once you take full responsibility, you're taking this personal responsibility that declares very clearly to the universe, to everything in your sphere of influence, I am not a victim. Can you write that big in your notes? I am not a victim. Nothing's happening to me, but everything is happening for me. It's all happening for my good. Can I say that again? Nothing's happening to you. Everything is happening for you, and it's all working for your good. One of my favorite passages in sacred texts. All things are working together and fitting into a plan for good. Fitting into a plan for good. So it doesn't matter if I hit a setback, if I hit an obstacle, I run into what we call brick walls. None of that matters, because in the long run, it's all going to work out for me. If I can just manage to take care of my nervous system and my responses rather than reactions to what's presented before you, right? If you can just do that, manage your nervous system and take care in how you respond rather than react. Because remember, when you react, you are aligning with the energy of whatever you're being confronted with, whatever you're being opposed with, whatever is resisting you. You don't want to react because it puts you on that frequency of the obstacle. You want to instead respond. And response comes from the heart, comes from within the spirit, your God self, whatever language works for you, right? Comes from your higher self. When you take a moment to pause and breathe and tap in, when you tap in, you're closing off the influence, the energy, and the stimulation from what's happening in the 3D realm, and you're coming inward to here. You know it. as I would tell them all the time in the School of the Prophets back in the day, come in, tap in, look to see with spiritual eyes, with eyes of divine insight, wisdom, imagination, divine imagination, not vain imagination, right? Look to see, listen to hear with the inner ear, with the ears of the Spirit. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. Listen with the inner ear, then sense to feel. And this is how you begin to understand your makeup. Sense to feel. What is the energy that you're feeling? What are you sensing? When you sense things, it may not have a string of logical words to explain it, but you feel it, you sense it, and you have an innate knowing of what it is that you're sensing. And you may not can explain it. You may just say, no, I don't think so. Or you may enthusiastically say yes, right? Without fully being aware on a conscious level of what's taking place. This is empowerment. This is how you start self-empowering, when you can start trusting the divine guidance, believing in the divine guidance, right? This is how you self-empower. This is how you start healing. And when you come into divine sovereignty, meaning that you are sovereign, you have complete power and authority, right? And in the Gospels, we would look at the Greek words for power, dunamis, dynamite, the capability, the power to be able to move. You think of dynamite, the capacity to blow up something. You have the power, but we also want to recognize exousia, which is authority. It is the legal right to operate with the power that's given, right? So that would be the same thing as a police officer, right? That has power and exousia to put up a hand and say stop, and everything stops, comes to a halt. Now you go and put up a hand and say stop. Most people probably won't pay you any attention. They'll look at you like, what are you doing? You have the power to put your hand up and say stop, but you don't have the legal authority that brings everything that you're trying to bring under the auspices of your stop sign. You don't have the legal right or the authority to bring everybody into formation with that. So, but as a sovereign, one that has power and authority over governing self, right? This is why back earlier in the month, remember, we talked about integration, about being one with God, the God within, the God self, integrating, becoming one, where there's no separation between you and the Almighty. No separation. We are one. God lives within me. That's how you can have govern over self. In him I live, I move, I have my being, right? Says sacred text. I'm one with that. There's no separation. I no longer, this is when you really empower yourself and come into divine sovereignty, when you can know that because in your spirit, the Almighty Creator, the divine spark of God, lives within. As he is, so am I. And I'm only saying he because that was my training. That's what we were brought up in, right? But we know that the Almighty has no gender. He, she, well, however you want to call it. I'm not arguing about any of it, because I know the Almighty Creator, the all, has no gender, right? So when we look at this and we talk about becoming empowered and using or embodying divine sovereignty, you start trusting the divine guidance. But the main thing I want to really drive home for you today, beloved, the sense that there is no separation between you and the Almighty. And this is one of the major things that we do as foundational in the Spiritual Success Life community, is that helping my students and clients to understand that there is no big God and little God. There's no big God up in heaven on the throne and a little God in you. There's only one God. As God is above, so am I here below. As above, so below. The Hermetic principle, right? So when we look at that divine spiritual law, something within you begins to awaken. Second dimension on our spiritual success life path, awakening. Awareness, number one. Awakening, number two. When you start awakening, you start understanding that there is an entire universe within you. That everything that is without is within. That is why Jesus the Christ, according to the Luke writer, declared the kingdom is in you. It's all around you and within you. As without, so within. As above, so below. As the Creator is above, so am I right here, because the Creator lives within me. I am one. I am one with the divine Creator. I see no separation between me and the Creator, right? The divine spark of the life force of God lives within me. And I am one with it. I embrace it. Beloved, this is how you start self-empowering. We would train, if we came up in any religious tradition, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, right? The triplets of religion, right? It doesn't matter what you came up with, particularly in those three. We were taught separation. We were taught separation between us and the Creator. We were taught that we were nothing. We were unworthy. We were worms. All kind of words were used to describe our humanness. But we're so thankful for the example of Jesus of Nazareth, the Christ, that came to demonstrate for us how to be in this body of flesh, but yet live out of your divinity. That's sovereignty. This is where privilege of agency comes in, where you give yourself permission to hear, to see, to sense, to feel, and then obey that divine guidance. Make the decision, make the choice based on your divine inner guidance system and become sovereign. I am a sovereign in this 3D realm. Do I obey laws? I certainly do, because I live in 3D. But I have privilege of agency as well, right? I have the ability to execute executive function, as I'm peeking into now in my own community with my mentor, right? Empowerment, divine sovereignty, being sovereign, using the privilege of agency, making choices and decisions that line up with your goals, with your assignment, with your personal spiritual responsibility. Intentional focus. Believing bigger, better, bolder. We're bringing everything in. We'll do a full recap before we close out, right? Tomorrow. We're going to shift those limiting beliefs. We're going to shift from limitation into possibility. You're going to believe in yourself. So let's bring this in together. Place your hands on your solar plexus. This is the upper belly above the belly button. Bow the head gently, because wherever attention goes, energy flows. The body will always follow the mind. So tilt the head in that direction. Take a good healing deep breath in. Exhale. The prayer formation. as we visualize and see the bright light, bright as the sun, the brightest color yellow in this area, representing power, authority, dunamis, exousia. We bring into prayer formation and we affirm today, I am all powerful. I am all knowing. I am all seeing in this 3D realm. Because I am one with the Almighty Creator, I live through the power of the Almighty. I have strength for all things because I am endued with power from my God self, my Christ consciousness. And it is so. Breathe. Exhale again. Head still bowed, open and receiving mudra. I'm receiving all the help, the strength, the power that I need to be successful today. I am powerful. I have all authority. I'm all knowing, all seeing, all sensing. In this 3D realm, I am sovereign. And it is so. And it is so. All right, beloved, I'm going to release you with many blessings for the rest of your day. I'll be right back here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye for now.